Flag is in the air. We are racing.
No out of bounds here. They can go all the way down to that inside wall here. How wide is that thing at that dogleg? Got to be over 100 feet wide.
You can fit more race cars than you'd like to, and I can tell you that much.
It's breathtaking to watch starts, restarts at this racetrack.
A really good start by the 18 car, and bottom lane really rolled, bringing the 20 car with him.
See these cars sparking all over the place. By the end of this, we will be completely under the lights.
Williams Wallace was about 0.6 of a second faster than the second place qualifying effort from Jack Woods. We know he has a good car. He was actually supposed to run the West race here in November, but he got hurt prior to that, wasn't able to. So he prepared to run that race and then actually prepared again this year. So he double prepared for this race.
That's exactly right. I asked how much sim time he had. He goes, well, I have to go back to November. I was ready for that. He had a concussion, couldn't make his debut. So he's got about 8 hours on the simulation just for this track alone.
A little bit of contact there with the 30 car. So, yep, still spinning. Middle 1 and 2 there.
Oh, Frankie Muniz early goes around. Caution flag is out for the first time.
Yeah, the 50 of Trevor Huddleston also. That's Trevor right there, also involved.
Yeah, they're racing side by side for almost a lap straight there. They had the camera on it. He's obviously got an onboard. Should be able to get some good shots of what happened there. I'm assuming just gotten loose, with a guy on the outside of him and trying to dive down onto the bottom.
That's Frankie in the black and white number 30.
Oh, he lost it really early on the entry of the corner. You could see the front tires actually steer back. Thought he had it and then had to correct out of it and spun into the bottom.
Yeah, Trevor did a great job of saving his car.
Trevor Huddleston in the 50 is the driver. When you see him.
Oh, yeah, that was a great save. Yeah, good call on that.
Really nice.
Laying down the rubber and everything.
And we had about a 45-minute practice this morning, but I'll guarantee you Frankie did not get in that position with a car on his outside, robbing that air off that rear spoiler.
No, and that's one of the hardest parts about this racetrack is being able to worry about a guy on your outside. But at the same time, there's an entire cup practice that went on before this, and I guarantee the track conditions are a lot worse since the last time he was on track.
Great save early by Trevor Huddleston. How about this? Nice onboard action. We're under caution for the first time from Phoenix. Four wide.
Four wide.
Van Alst says, I'm going to stay up here, let you guys duck to the bottom. Greg Van Alst, of course, last time we saw him 3 weeks ago at Daytona celebrating a victory lane, saying, I'm not supposed to be here. This one is for the short track racers in this country. And I don't think his feet have touched the ground yet, Bill.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, unfortunately, he just got humbled a bit there. He tried to go for 3 spots in one corner and lost about 5. So it was a good move, but he needed to just get clear, and that's how quickly you lose that track position, though. And it's quite important as you see Jack Wood coming back up from the back here.
This time, Greg Van Alst drops down.
Landon Lewis making a nice move. That 17 car there, the blue and white car. Oh, little contact.
Drift up.
Bradley Erickson, the 88, gets into the 55 of Tony Breidinger.
Tony was able to save it there, which was, it's a pretty tough spot to get left rear.
Oh, here we go.
The 41, Tyler Reif, is running in the top 3. He taps the outside wall. We're under caution for the second time.
Yeah, that would have been a battle for second there. Curious to see how those guys overlapped going into the corner.
He was side by side with the 15 of Hangarani. A little bit of damage to the right rear corner of Tyler's car.
This driver's out of Henderson, Nevada. That's just right outside of Las Vegas. You see it here.
Yeah, just probably tried to send it a bit too hard there in the 15 car. He had the position, but I feel like he's still a bit of an unpreferred lane coming from that far back, that far low into turn 3. Yeah, the 41 was probably still going to beat him off the corner, and yeah, just getting loose going into the corner. Didn't seem like there's too much damage on the 41, but obviously a lot of track position lost.
Yeah, I think that that damage to the right rear corner, I don't know that would help him.
Yep, no, I lied. Yeah. That's more damage.
And we're racing once again. Jesse Love, Jack Wood in second. Jack restarting where he was supposed to start this race.
Nice comeback for Jack Wood, hanging tough there on the outside. There's some grip up there, isn't there, Austin?
Yeah, obviously we saw it at the end of the race, at the end of that last run with Greg Van Alst making lap time up there. But Jack with a new lease on life, trying to see what his car does in clean air, diving down to the bottom into turn 3.
Side by side, Jack Wood in the 6 on the bottom. Looked like they even touched right there, so close. As they head down into turn 1, 4 wide, sparks all over the place. Contact, Jack Wood goes around, Jesse Love gets collected.
Connor Jones, the 25 car, just ran into the back of Jack Wood.
Yeah, I feel like there was more cars stuffed in there than we probably saw. Obviously a tight battle for the lead, but I think there was 2 cars that dove down into the dog leg and made it a pretty wide racetrack. And yeah, 2 of our best cars wrecked out of this race.
Oh, that one's gonna hurt.
It looked like maybe the 25 of Connor Jones just misjudged, but when the other cars came back up onto the flat, onto the racetrack, off the flat, looked like he was just in the corner a little too hard, ran right in the back of Jack. Jesse with nowhere to go. Let's take a look at it right here. It's a tough break for 2 of our very best cars here.
Oh, Jesse Love talking about him, led 37 laps tonight. Side by side as they go into turn 1.
This 25 car is just going to appear. Yeah, so they were 4 wide going into the corner. And the tough part about this is you're negotiating with 3 other guys. What lane do I deserve to be in? Because if you're the middle car and 4 wide, do you deserve to be on the racetrack, painting the yellow line, or do you have to be below the WO line? And I don't think all of them knew that everyone was there. I'd love to see a wider shot of that.
Here it is right here.
Yeah, so they're thinking they're racing the 2 of them for the lead. Yeah. Meanwhile, they're down here trying to make something happen. And if you're the 25, you probably just back out. You're not going to get a position there. So if you're going to put any fault on anyone, that would probably be why. Otherwise, 4 wide for the lead. That's about all you can ask for, I guess.
Connor Jones in the 25. He is a teammate to Jesse Love.
And so many. I mean, certainly nothing intentional there. That was certainly accidental. But that's one disadvantage to having that 150-foot wide racetrack. When you merge back onto the racetrack, you run out of room, and that's certainly what happened right there to Connor Jones.
Let's get an update with Josh.
Yeah, and Jack Wood came over the radio after that happened and just asked if there's anything he could have done in that situation, and they told him, no, nothing you really could have done there. They just looked at the replay and said, yeah, you did your best, and we know Jack Wood had a fast car, so certainly disappointment for the 16.
It was a great night for him. Was penalized early on in the race, so started in the back, raced his way forward. There he is right there.
They're so disappointed.
I feel a little bit robbed because I feel like we didn't get to see everything out of Jack. He worked the whole stage, got all the way back up to the front and had a really good shot to race for the win. Obviously had a fast car, and we didn't get to see what he could do with it.
We'll next see Jack Wood in the 51 truck at Atlanta next week, so he's staying busy between this series and the trucks. We'll be back. We'll line him back up here at Phoenix. He's got about a 5-second lead over second. Josh?
And getting an update on the mindset of William Sawalich right now. He's been quiet over the radio, but the team telling him, be disciplined, don't use up your stuff, and giving him updates on where the Tyler Reif is right now. And when you have a lead like this, Austin, what kind of goes through your mind as you continue to kind of pull away from the pack?
Right now, he's passing every single one of those lap cars, hoping that they stay in their lane, nothing happens wrong. He doesn't want a single caution, as we are having a caution across the start-finish line.
And the caution comes out right in front of the start-finish line. The 06 of A.J. Moyer, I believe that is the 3rd caution he's brought out tonight.
He had a lot of help on that one. I was watching him. Yeah, somebody just drove into his left rear corner. You can see the tire mark there on the very left end of the bumper and just turned him around.
Turn 4. He had that help. There he is there. 35-year-old from Tampa, Florida, brings out our 9th caution of the evening.
As far as how this relates to our leaders, we'll get a replay here first.
I'm thinking that might have been Christian Rose.
Yeah, Christian just wasn't expecting.
Yeah, it came up on him so fast.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting AJ to come down the racetrack like that.
We were in break. You guys were just saying how Christian Rose had a really nice comeback. There was a heck of a battle for the last spot on the lead lap. You see the onboard.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate for Christian. I mean, lap car, you kind of have to keep your lane, stay up high if you're going to establish up high, and he pretty much hung a left on corner exit. So bit unfortunate, obviously, for both of them, but you know, Christian Rose racing on the lead lap certainly wasn't ready for that to happen.
And Christian Rose has a flat, so he'll have to bring it in. Hate to see that for Christian. Had such a good run at Daytona. He told me today he has awesome sponsors. They surprised him, flew his wife out, and his 2-month-old baby son, River, surprised him here. So first race for the baby. It's certainly not how he wanted to see things go here. Make their way around. Green flag out once again.
25 spun the tires there.
Pretty good restart by the outside lane here.
It is.
Ooh, we're going bottom of 3.
How about Ericsson? Bottom of 3.
Ericsson in the 88, 3 wide.
Not a bad move, but yeah, Tyler's just not able to wrap that outside like that, like Jesse was able to. Yeah.
Still a great effort, though. Great run for Tyler.
Another great restart from Williams Sawalich.
Oh no! Ooh.
Car hard into the wall. That's Tony Breidinger in the 55. We're under caution once again. The 12 goes around. DL Wilson.
Christian Rose.
You have Christian Rose on the bottom of your screen involved in that one again.
That was a big hit to the right front. Weird angle, too.
Yeah, I think Christian just came along in the aftermath. There was contact between Tony and somebody that
happened right in the middle of 3 and 4. That was a big hit by Tony Breidinger. Man, she was having a great night.
Christian as well. You see Hunterman pull out of line. That's the light blue car.
That's exactly that damage you mentioned.
Just runs into the left rear quarter panel.
Yeah, I felt like the O2 came from pretty far back, and they hadn't gotten far enough in the corner. It's hard to say. That's 2 cars racing for the same piece of road, because the O2 still hadn't turned down to the bottom yet, hadn't gotten there, and the 55 was definitely making sure she could turn down to the bottom. Maybe wasn't even expecting a pass.
On board with Christian Rose.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow.
Hard hit.
Yeah, I think unfortunate for both those drivers, but I think just a racing incident, Phil. I don't know. No, Williams done a great job on the restarts. This is the one that counts the most, though.
He hasn't had Bradley Erickson behind him on a restart yet. See how these two go. Williams Sawalich choosing the bottom once again. And we're green once again.
Oh no!
Oh no, he's sideways. Sawalich around.
Wow. Man.
Ericsson got against his left rear quarter, just never would turn him loose.
Tell you what, we saw this in the Cup Championship race last year between Chase Elliott and Ross Chastain. Same deal, have the run, go to the bottom, and just late to cover it. Who's at fault? I'm not sure, but man, that's a tough break for William Sawalich and really Ericsson too, because he got the jump, he got the restart, he was able to pull down to the bottom. I'm shocked that as few cars got caught up in that as there were.
Yeah, I'm really you see the crew chief Mark McFarland on your left.
That had to be a hard one to swallow. You saw the 7 at Takuma Koga was around, had damage there as well.
Matt Ross on the right.
Here's a replay of what happened on that restart.
Ericsson gets into him right there, and then just looks like he never backed off the gas to turn him loose. But I don't know how Tanner Reich was able to miss Sawalich.
I mean, you're going for the win there. I mean, that's the restart that you needed. If you're Ericsson, going to the bottom, get the jump, and obviously the 18 was either late on the block or the 88 could have lifted. But man, you're going for the win.
Yeah.
How did everybody avoid the 18? My goodness. Here's the reaction. Oh man, it's been their night. Led 93 laps. Josh?